I'm Jim Fitzgerald from the MEDITECH Solutions Group at Dell. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm here to share a little bit about our MCC mobile computing for MEDITECH solution. We're leveraging VMware View to improve the management, provisioning, and security of clients with some flavoring to specifically support the MEDITECH Healthcare Information System. We're finding now, of course, that the PC is everywhere, and yet the model is very much changing. Probably in 10 years, the notion of a traditional desktop may have passed away completely, and we may find ourselves in a world with strictly web-connected clients. I think there's a logical transition state from there to here that moves through the virtual desktop and the desktop cloud. And yet we're very dependent on our mobile devices, whether they're tablets or laptops or smartphones. Particularly in healthcare, there's a growing movement among clinicians, physicians, nurses to use non-traditional devices to access secure healthcare information systems. So this presents connectivity challenges to healthcare technologists. It presents security challenges. And we were looking for a way to solve a lot of these problems and at the same time try to fund that transition with the desktop budget that the hospitals already have. So we very much believe in the migration towards everything as a cloud, and we have since 2007 been including vSphere as the underpinning of the reference architecture we use to build out systems at MEDITECH hospitals. We've been responsible for the design in and the production operationalization, if that's a word, of over 700 hospitals using a fully virtualized internal private cloud as their hosting environment for MEDITECH. At the same time, we've built that reference architecture in an external private cloud that we call HIMSS. And we have gone in a single year from 0 to 32 MEDITECH customers using the HIMSS external private cloud offering. So we see this migration where we believe customers will build well-disciplined, pervasively virtualized internal private cloud and connect it ultimately seamlessly using products like vCloud Director to external private cloud. We think that same transition that's going on with the data centers is going on with the desktops. So we see the logical movement from sort of a pure 1990s client-server model of computing to a future 2016 strictly web software as a service model of computing. We believe the transition is through the virtual desktop. And we believe that's why our mobile clinical computing solution for MEDITECH is so important. So it has all of the elements that you would expect in a good virtual desktop infrastructure solution. It has the disciplined implementation of vSphere in the data center on best-of-class server technology and best-of-class storage technology. It has the implementation of VMware View, and then to further connect it to MEDITECH's healthcare information system, it also incorporates Imprivata for single sign-on and Forward Advantage, who own the graceful entry and exit API for MEDITECH as co-partners with MEDITECH and with us. So that's the structure of the solution, and sort of the uniqueness of it, even though, again, this is an enterprise-class solution that will connect any software applications that our customers are using at a MEDITECH hospital, it also is specifically tuned to perform well with MEDITECH and to provide clinicians and nurses who are moving sessions throughout the hospital the session mobility that they're looking for, the context awareness that they're looking for, and the network location awareness that they're looking for. So it's the teamwork in rolling up this solutions framework that's produced that. And Forward Advantage, our friend Lee Howard's here. Behind me and to the right, if anyone wants to see this actually working afterwards, you can see MEDITECH's latest 6.0 clinical applications working in a VMware View virtual desktop with tap-in, tap-out session movement using Imprivata. It's all set up and actually running here. It's real software, no tricks, nothing behind a curtain. And so what you'll see is something like this, the notion of a session being open on a machine. Somebody logs out, they walk over to another machine, the session follows them. There's minimum log in, log out. I've had nurses in hospitals tell me that they log in and log out as many as 50 times in a single shift. If every one of those was a traditional Windows log in, log out, it would take 20 seconds or so. 20 seconds is about the median that's quoted to me. We reduced that to 8 with Imprivata and View. So there's a big savings there in terms of productivity, and that goes right to paying more attention to the patient at the bedside. Our process for rolling this out at hospitals, we have a technical team dedicated to implementing MCC for MEDITECH. We do some very disciplined work with our pre-sales technology consultants to understand the customer's Active Directory environment, their network environment, what they've got already for an internal private cloud, or whether we need to help them start building that. Then we'll go out and use Liquidware to blueprint the environment and really find out what their desktop utilization is like, dive deep, get into what their top applications are, what's occupying memory space in their traditional desktop. And then from there, we will design an integrated solution using the infrastructure that they're comfortable with that's been pre-certified by MEDITECH in the Dell MEDITECH labs, and go forward with a phased deployment, which can include a completely integrated single sign-on solution from Forward Advantage and Imprivata. MEDITECH has announced support of network location awareness with VMware View as part of this project, and actually worked with VMware and Dell MEDITECH solutions in our labs to make this solution work. So the versions are here on the screen. I won't read them off to you. The version for the traditional Magic product, which is installed at about still 1,500 hospitals in the US and Canada, is out and working today. And we've got about 5 customers up with that, even though we're only in soft launch of the solution. The version for client server 5.x and 6.x, we're implementing the MCC solution with those versions today without perfect NLA. Perfect NLA will come in April with the release of these patch levels that I've shown on this screen. So we try to bring a complete bundled solution to the customer that allows them to be successful with virtual desktop and successful with MEDITECH, and really to enable those rollouts of advanced clinical software that are so critical to achieving meaningful use or getting the hospital to the next stage of where it wants to bring the applications closer and closer to the patient. As a benefit, we think some of the soft benefits are some of the most important benefits here. I don't know a lot of hospitals that are in a situation where they're overstaffed, where they're going to let go of somebody because we made the desktop problem go away. But if we can make a percentage of the desktop problem go away, imagine having a bright person chained to the phone fixing driver issues on PCs and operating system issues and registry issues. We find that that type of support call, even in a limited implementation of View/VDI at one of our customers, that the PC help desk queue gets drained by at least 50%, if not more. That is one of the early benefits of rolling out this solution. The ongoing desktop management burden is greatly reduced because now there's no sneaker net out to a physical device to do things. And we're finding that in most cases we can fund the rollout of a virtual desktop implementation on the PC technology refresh budget. So it can be a more or less budget neutral decision. I won't kid you that if you don't have any vSphere infrastructure in the back room already, you won't have to grow that. You will. But that's a one-time cost. So we've seen 9-month paybacks from implementing vSphere on the server side in MEDITECH hospitals. We believe we're going to see 11 to 22-month paybacks implementing VDI at MEDITECH hospitals using our MCC stack. And I thank you very much for your time this morning. I'm here at HIMSS throughout the week. As I said, we have a demo of MCC for MEDITECH around the corner, and thank you to VMware for having us.